Hello Patriot League fans and welcome to a brand new edition of Sidelines. I'm Jimmy Johnson. It was an exciting night of hoops in the Patriot League on Wednesday, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the newly released 2011 Women's Lacrosse preseason poll. Fresh off their 2010 title, the Navy Midshipmen have been selected to win their second straight Patriot League championship. The Mids earned 9 first-place votes to finish with 69 points in the poll. Lehigh, which fell in the championship game to Navy last season, was selected to finish second with 4 first-place votes and 63 points. Colgate was selected third, and American Holy Cross, Lafayette, and Bucknell rounded out the poll. Lehigh's Lauren Dykstra was voted to be the preseason Offensive Player of the Year, while Holy Cross keeper Amy Martin was selected as the preseason Defensive Player of the Year. The season will begin Friday with Navy hosting Mount St. Mary's at 4 p.m. The season will also feature 2 regular season games and the Patriot League Championship game on CBS Sports Network. For more information, log on to patriotleague.com. The Bucknell men's basketball team wasn't selected to finish first at the beginning of the season, but after Wednesday night's 66-60 win over American, the Bison are in great shape for the #1 seed. The game went down to the wire with an exciting finish, but it was Dave Paulsen's crew who moved to 8-1 in the Patriot League. Bucknell's Doug Birdsong met up with Coach Paulsen after the win. Here's the story.
And welcome back once again here to Soika Pavilion, where Bucknell wins a huge one today. They knock off the second-place American Eagles. The final score, the Bucknell Bison 66 and the American Eagles 60. Head coach Dave Paulsen joining us right now. Coach, you knew this was going to be a grinded-out game. That's what American likes to play. The Bison can play both speeds, up-tempo or grinded out. Congratulations. What were your thoughts?
Well, it's a great win, and it wasn't a masterpiece offensively, but a lot of that should be attributed to American. I think they really defended with an edge and made it harder for us to execute on offense, certainly in the second half, in that regard. But told the guys in the locker room, championship teams have to be able to win games when they're not pretty on offense, and we were able to do that tonight. I thought it was a great defensive effort. I think the first guy that you just really want to give praise to is G.W. Boone. I mean, I thought he just played a phenomenal game. And I think he took 3 or 4 charges and just really sparked us in the first half. And then the second guy, Cameron Ayers, off the bench for 28 minutes, scored the ball when we needed him to, guarded Vlad for a long time when Brian Cohen was getting worked on there in his face. And those guys did a great job. And then Bryson wasn't maybe flowing like he did, but boy, that was a big-time shot he made. And Joe Willman, who really struggled shooting the ball, but got some huge rebounds down the stretch. So just all the way across the board, it was just a real gratifying victory.
Well, let's talk about that shot by Bryson. Vlad Molnavenu just made his 4th straight free throw. That put American up 57-56 at that point. Was that the play for Bryson?
Yeah, well, we drew that up for Darryl to dribble the ball off his foot, Mike to stumble, kick it out late in the shot clock, and let Bryson knock down the 3. And it was something that we've been holding in our back pocket. No, I mean, that was a broken play, but that's the mark of a good player and a good team, is to not to panic. And he knocked that one down, and then I don't know if it was before or afterwards. A big 3-point play by Mike Muscala on the post-up, and we needed that. And again, I don't think anyone played their best offensively, but we did just enough, and it was a real good defensive effort.
Well, talk about the defense. After the Vlad Molnavenu 4 straight free throws put the Eagles up 57-56, you then had the big 3 by Johnson to make it, 60-57 at that time. What about the defensive stops? I mean, the Eagles end up scoring just 4 more points, and those were all on free throws.
Yeah, really good job defensively, and I thought we executed a game plan, and our goal was to make other guys try to beat us, and certainly with Luptek that was effective, and McCormick. And then Danny Munoz I think that might be his career high, and I think he maybe has made 2 or 3 threes in league play heading into tonight's game, and he really played well. And again, we had some funky matchups with Joe on the point guard so that we could have Brian Cohen or Cam on Vlad and able to have a bigger guy come to double team him, and certainly that was effective. But we just hung in there and just gutted it out, and just really gratifying.
Coach, great win for the Bison. Enjoy it tonight. We'll get back at it for the big trip to Holy Cross.
Absolutely. Thanks, Doug.
All right, Dave Paulsen, the head coach of the Bison. Bucknell wins this 66-60 over American.
While there's still a little bit of time before the Patriot League Championships tip off in basketball, the indoor track and field season is gearing up for the championship meet next week in Annapolis. The Army men's team picked up a huge win over Navy last weekend and will soon look to bring home another Patriot League championship. The Army women will look to compete as well, and with up-and-coming athletes like freshman Liz O'Donnell, they will sure be in the hunt. O'Donnell is a local product who wound up staying close to home to run cross-country and track at West Point. Here's Rick Johnston with the story.
The cadet athletes on each Army roster represent states from all over the country. The track and field team is no different, but they've also kept one of the Hudson Valley zone right here at home. Freshman Liz O'Donnell hails from Central Valley, just about 15 miles away from West Point. O'Donnell says a home visit from head coach Troy Engel influenced her decision to come to the academy.
The other coaches from other colleges didn't do that, so it's definitely an advantage coming here.
O'Donnell's parents and her high school coach were able to watch her race this fall with the cross-country team. She says that support helped her get through those early races.
It was like a boost of energy, and knowing that they were there and came to see me, I was able to go a little bit faster, and even when I was like struggling, knowing that they was there, it helped me go a little faster.
At this fall's Patriot League Cross Country Championships, O'Donnell was the top finishing freshman, earning Rookie of the Meet honors. Ingalls says the future is bright for this local product.
We expect great things out of her for a 4-year career here. Fantastic kid, came in with good marks, but with the right kind of an attitude and the right kind of background that we know that she's going to continue to improve.
Right now, O'Donnell is recovering from a leg injury she suffered after cross-country season. But this minor setback isn't hampering her spirits.
I've been injured before, so I just know that I have to be patient, and once I do come back, I'll be able to be strong again.
O'Donnell says the time frame for her return is by the end of the indoor season or at the beginning of the outdoor season. With the Army track and field team, Rick Johnston, ITT Night Vision.
That is our show for this week. Be sure to log on to PatriotLeague.com to follow all the previews for the upcoming track and field and swimming and diving championships. Remember, you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you again next week.